Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how to solve equations with fractions. We do this the same way that we solve equations with whole numbers. So our first step is that we need to ask what has been done to the variable. And then we need to do opposite operations on both sides of the equation. So let's take a look at this first example. X plus 1/2 equals 11/12. So we look at the side of the equation where the x is, and 1/2 has been added to x. So we need to do the opposite of adding 1/2, which is to subtract 1/2. And we have to show that we're subtracting 1/2 on both sides of the equation. So we're going to take a look at the left side, x plus 1/2 minus 1/2. Well, we bring down the x, 1/2 minus 1/2 is nothing, so that cancels out. Bring down the equal sign, and in order to subtract 11/12 minus 1/2, we need a common denominator. And in this case, 12 is divisible by 2, so 12 is our common denominator. So then when we're converting from halves to twelfths, we're multiplying by 6 over 6. 1 times 6 is 6. And then we can subtract 11/12 minus 6/12 leaves us with 5/12. And that can't be reduced, so that's our answer. We could always take that answer and substitute it for the x in the original equation if we want to check to see if we have the correct answer. Here's another example. Y times 3/5 equals 9/50. So I'm going to rewrite this equation and leave a little bit of space. Y times 3/5, leave a little space, equals 9/50. So again, we're going to say what has been done to the variable. Well, it's been multiplied by 3/5. So we need to do the opposite of multiplying by 3/5, which is divide by 3/5 on both sides of the equation. And we have to maintain balance with the equations. That's why we need to do the same operation on both sides, because it is an equation and it has the equal sign. So then on the left side, 3/5 divided by 3/5 cancels out, so we're left with y. So y equals 9/50 divided by 3/5. Then we need to rewrite it as 9/50. Change division to multiplication. The reciprocal of 3/5 is 5 over 3. And then we're going to treat it like a regular multiplication problem and look for anything that we can cancel. In this case, both 3 and 9 are divisible by 3. So we can cancel that way. And both 5 and 50 are divisible by 5. 50 divided by 5 is 10, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. So then we multiply numerators across the top. 3 times 1 is 3, and denominators across the bottom. 10 times 1 is 10. So we find that y equals 3/10, and that's the answer. So that's how we do equations with fractions.